Welcome everybody to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. With Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And we welcome in someone who has been writing and communicating NBA basketball thoughts in book, over the air, in podcast, and on TV, the terrific Bill Simmons. Bill, great to have you.
And now for somebody who's playing a video game at 3 in the morning. That's my next. That's the next phase for me.
Isn't this a great venue for
This is great.
I know.
This is great. They're half asleep. My voice is waking them up. I'm
Bill Simmons is terrific.
Yeah. Wake up. I'm talking to you.
Hey, Dave.
Sixers coach Brett Brown helped build this team from ground zero. There were some lean years in Philly. Brown helped set the values and the culture for this team.
He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Smart, the guard. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Cantor in at the 5 down low. And for the 76ers, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Zach LaVine is out there with Simmons. And it's Richardson in at the 3 spot. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. And Bill, do you see the comparison that many people say between Ben Simmons and Magic Johnson?
I see one piece of it. He reminds me of Magic, that he can get a rebound, his head's up immediately. He can either whip the ball 60 feet down if somebody is open, or he could just go down and run the fast break, but nobody else has to touch the ball. And I think the list of guys who can get a rebound in traffic, go 90 feet, make the right decision, and get the ball to the right person, it's not a long list. We're talking like less than 10 guys ever. And I think that's what, when they say Ben Simmons and Magic Johnson, that's what really reminds them of Magic Johnson. I'm just here to remind people that Magic Johnson was one of the 5 best players of all time, and it's kind of dumb to really compare anyone to Magic Johnson. We're never going to see that again. But I think Ben has little pieces of it.
Here's Walker. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Pass to Tatum from outside the arc. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Embiid kicks to Simmons. Back to Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
No good on that one. So he comes up empty, missing both. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Got that one up quick.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
When you look at Joel Embiid, enormous talent, you've talked about him a lot. How does Bill, he compare to some of the great centers? This is a very short sample with him.
Yeah.
But how does he compare, you think, some of the great centers you've seen, you read about in your career?
Talent-wise, he's up there. Durability-wise, he's also up there in the Yao Ming, Bill Walton kind of category of guys that I'm just not sure they're going to be able to stand.
You kind of hold your breath. Is he too brittle? Too brittle.
I don't like some of the decisions he makes. I think he shoots too many threes. The big thing for him is conditioning. And until he takes that seriously, he's just going to have a ceiling on his career. I think if you go back and you look at the tapes of him in Kansas, and he looks like a young Kevin Garnett. I mean, he's 50 pounds lighter.
His body's completely different.
Oh
my gosh.
And he's just carrying a lot of weight. And I felt like during the Celtics series 2 years ago, I thought he wore down at the end of those games. So he's got to figure that out, because that's the thing that's holding him back right now.
Now Simmons following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. Horford. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Walker against Simmons. Now here's Walker. Defense right on him. Brown dishes to Walker. 5 on the clock. 16 feet away. That one drops for him. Walker's got his second basket of the game.
You got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
In the corner, it's Levine. Back to Simmons. On the wing, Levine. This one for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Levine's got 5.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
And with the 2K Esports League, Bill, players not only get a salary, they can also sign endorsement deals. They're celebrities now unto themselves.
So what are the endorsement deals that the 2K players sign? Is it like hat? Because you're not really moving. Nobody can people see your clothes? They can, right?
They can
So you
see
need
your
sneakers,
clothes.
hats,
Maybe it's a hat. Maybe it's
drinks,
a shirt. All of it.
Do the announcers get endorsement
Clubs.
deals? Where's our endorsement
Well, if
deal
they
money?
don't, we could probably make the stab for it right here.
I'm ready.
This is the venue to do it right
I'm
here.
ready to do whatever.
Let's change the culture.
CTC.
The shot's good from Cantor.
Well, that's the catch-and-shoot ability of Enes Kanter. Always gets himself squared.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's Simmons, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call, foul on Boston. This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw, no good.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Now, here's Walker. An easy 2 points on the layup. He has 6.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist in this one.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Now here's Smart. Right side to Walker. The feed to Cantor. That one doesn't go. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Here, match up against Boston. It's how they'll tip off the new season.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for Philadelphia. Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Just what was it like growing up in and around that area?
Well, it's definitely the reason I like sports as much as I do, because it's so sports obsessed. A lot of it is cold weather stuff, I feel like, where there's 5 months a year that just stink, and then there's 3 other months that, it's just smoking hot and humid. And so the sports makes everybody kind of crazy because you're crazy anyway. But there's definitely being in Boston when something good's happening. Celtics making an NBA playoff run, and the Bruins making a cup run, and the Red Sox in September when the Yankees are coming to town, and the Saturday before a Patriots game. You can kind of feel it as the community of it. That's the difference between here and a place like LA.
It forms you as a professional. Right?
Absolutely.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Mike Scott's checked in for Philadelphia. And a new group in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Williams comes in for Tatum. Williams, he's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Smart. Now here's Williams. Here's Wanamaker. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Boy, Greg, neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Thibault. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Levine takes the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
Boy, Zach Levine, such tremendous lift on his jumper. How about that from range?
Up top, Walker. Guarded by Simmons. Walker's shot is off.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Bill, if you're building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's turning
young enough
25
to
this year. I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. Like, he's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. The way I like to watch the running styles, and the game just comes so easy to him. He's so athletic and really cares and is really competitive and just wants to do this and win at basketball. That's what I do.
Now here's Walker following the miss by Al Horford. Off target from three-point range. And Levine, here we go. And the jam by Levine.
Well, so dangerous, Levine. Can shoot the spot-up jumper from deep as well as put it on the deck.
Here's Wanamaker. Passes it to Williams. Pass to Tice. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. 76ers have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. And yes, it's good. And that's 12 points for Zach Levine.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Williams inside. Added by Simmons. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
1:03 left in the first. Dishes it to Horford. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 8th assist here tonight.
I'll tell you, it takes a lot to knock Al Horford off balance. He is incredible at keeping his concentration through contact.
Here's Wanamaker. That one wide left.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Levine, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Wanamaker, the pass to Williams. Walker against Simmons. And he can't bank that one in.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And he gets it to go. Simmons got his second bucket.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently not the bigger contender.
And so it's Zach Levine making things happen for Philadelphia. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
Coming from the place where, baseball is what's driven to us every time. I mean, I started playing baseball. I didn't play basketball. I started playing baseball, and, just watching my dad play basketball, I just fell in love with the game. And people were still telling me, they're like, nobody makes it out of here, usually out of basketball. I mean, your dad was a very rare case, and I just believed in it.
Wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships in Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got Williams, also Williams out there, and it's Wanamaker in at the 2 spot. The first one falls.
You know, one of the things that Zach LaVine has worked so hard on is the ability to get to the free throw line. This guy has stated he wants to be one of the best to ever do it. Well, a great scorer gets to the foul line.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
They get it back. Poirier and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one falls. Good on both. And Bill, when you yourself get out on the court, is there a play you try to channel or emulate, you try to visualize in your mind?
You mean when I'm playing pickup?
Yes, yes.
Oh, now, at this point in my life, it's Davis Bertans. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah. Davis Bertans.
Davis Bertans?
Yeah, yes. What a great stroke.
I emulate all stretch fours who can guard anybody. Yeah. That's who I am at this point in my life. I run from three-point line to three-point line.
You stay on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Don't tangle up inside.
My free throw attempts are 0 because I don't go to the line.
Just fire away.
And I want you to know I'm there to make an open jump shot. And don't ask me to do anything else, please. I'll set some picks.
You do a great screen.
Set some picks.
Great pick and roll. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive. That edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. Boston making some changes. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Williams. Brown comes in for Williams. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Walker. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Embiid comes with a double team. Brown kicks to Tatum. Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. This ball movement by Boston. No one near him. Poirier, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Burke with the bounce pass. Here's Embiid. Lays it up and banks it in. Embiid's got the lead up to 12 now for Philadelphia. And these Philadelphia fans, Bill, unafraid to boo anyone, including their stars on their own team in the playoffs.
And you. I think they might boo you because you did the call for the Kawhi shot. Where you were just like,
on the heels of the Philly special in football.
Right.
Right? I mean, they've had these two incredibly interesting moments in sports. Please stand by my side, though, okay, if you don't mind.
Kevin Harlan's a national treasure. Leave the man alone.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Ennis, he's checked in for the 76ers. Richardson comes in for LaVine. Celtics trail by 14. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Wanamaker. Good D by Embiid.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bobble that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now, here's Burke. Richardson finds Embiid. Pocket 4. 8 away. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. It remains perfect.
getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Quinn, he's checked in for Scott. Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running the Ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff, accomplished some things, and realized some dreams. Like the next thing to do is just can you help other people get to where they should go?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So what were your dreams?
My dream initially was just to write a sports column that people read. That's what I wanted forever, yeah. And then the most satisfying thing is just not knowing what's next, but taking chances and hoping things are going to be fun and work out. You have to have a good team around you, and you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important thing.
Here's Richardson. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Richardson's got his first bucket in this one. And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. It's an 18-point game. Over in the corner, Brown. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Burke with it. Richardson outside. Embiid again. Off a shot. Richardson for 3. Poirier grabs the miss. Celtics trail by 18. Here's Smart. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And 1 on Embiid.
Well, what phenomenal work deep inside the post. Smart, willing, and able to get himself to the line.
He hits the second from the line.
Boy, I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
Bible, the pass to Simmons. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And here's Smart. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Here's Cantor. Good work defensively by Horford.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Smart deciding where to go with it. 3-pointer. Poirier, no good. Now the 76ers with it. They're on an 18-5 run here. Smart against Simmons. Here's Horford. Oh, good with the triple. Celtics trail by 21. Here's Poirier. Outside, Smart. Boston, no good that time either. outside Scott, and stolen by Tatum. In the corner, Smart with it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Smart's got 7 points.
Growing confidence in his jumper. Smart is rising and firing after the catch of the pass. Nice.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Levine's checked in for Philadelphia. Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Kemba Walker comes in for Marcus Smart. Takes the 13-footer. Horford's shot is good. Horford's got his third basket of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Walker against Simmons. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot block threat. Out Horford twice on the Pikes.
Thibault, the pass to Horford. Levine against Brown. Now here's Simmons. D right on him. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Boston's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Shots good by Walker. Now here's Simmons. 10 points for him. There's the pass to Horford. The dish to Levine. 5 to shoot. Baseline jumper. And the 76ers take on 2 more.
Zach Levine doing work in the mid-range. He's got that shot in his bag. Yes, sir.
Now Walker. 10 points for him. Over in the corner, Brown. Fires from the wing. He can't get that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And always as enlightening as you're going to find. Bill, thank you so much for your insights. Always appreciate you joining us. I hope you come back.
I don't want to leave. Why do I have to go? Can I just stay here for the
I'm
rest
reading
of the
this
game?
note, and the note says,
No, I
thank
don't want to
Bill.
go. I'm not leaving.
Hope he comes back.
I'm staying.
Okay. Well, Doris, you read most reporters, they try to stay impartial, but not Bill Simmons.
Well, I think that's what makes him special, Kevin, right? He has his own lens through which he sees things, and he is unafraid to give you his opinion.
Now Simmons, after Ennis Kanter's three-pointer that didn't go. Horford, no luck. We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. Down low, here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 10. On the wing, Levine. Back to Simmons. Coach one up. Bucket is good. Simmons got 12.
And Simmons is so deft with the floater, freezing the D completely.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. 76ers on top, delivering the blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
We played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. That's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans today. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He had 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, you can see the maturity in LaVine. Physically, he's gotten stronger. Mentally, for him, the game has slowed down. He's proving that he could be the #1 scoring option in this league.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Simmons is out there with LaVine, and it's Richardson in at the small forward. Here's Simmons following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Can't cash in from close range.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. He dishes it to Tatum. Smart kicks to Tatum. Over Horford. Tatum's shot is off.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Embiid. Feeds it to Richardson. A slam dunk by Richardson.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
Here's Walker. And the layup falls. Walker's got 12 points in the game.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Embiid, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
76ers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Horford finds Embiid. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, what a wonderful distribution from Al Horford. This guy's truly unselfish. Any team would love to have him.
Walker dishes to Brown. Cantor with it. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked.
Well, with his vertical, LaVine sends it back. That is nice.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Second, Joel Embiid.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that? They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Smart kicks to Cantor. And a wide open look for Walker. Again, the miss by the Celtics. 76ers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Here's Levine. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Now a timeout called by Boston. 2018 rookie class has been something to watch, Doris. Talent at the top, but also some terrific mid-round picks.
No question. Landry Shamet is a guy who I think can be a clutch, big-time scorer who does not seem bowed by any moment, doesn't seem to be affected by pressure. Mitchell Robinson had one of the great shot-blocking seasons in New York Knicks history. I know the team didn't have success, but as a second-round guy, Mitchell Robinson could have an awfully long career.
And the Celtics making a change here.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Embiid. Coming off a terrific season. Second in rebounding, fourth in scoring, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. Walker's shot is off.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And the Celtics with possession here. 76ers getting the bucket. Fades and shoots. Yep, that one goes in there.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now here's Simmons. 14 points for him. Here's Horford. Here's Embiid. And Boston with the rebound. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Smart on the wing. Ball's knocked loose, out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Monday, they'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. Timeout called the 76ers.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston.
Last season, the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, one of the bigger names in free agency this past summer was Kemba Walker. A lot of teams, Greg, looking at him.
And rightfully so, Kevin. With Kemba, a point guard who is in his prime. He's an impact player who can hit big shots and is one of the more underrated stars in our league.
Brad Wanamaker is checked in for Smart. Simmons passes to Horford. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Here's Wanamaker. Pass to Williams. Played in with a nice touch.
Still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
The try by hammer home!
That is authority right there.
Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Shots good by Walker. Walker's got 16.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Simmons looking around. It's Richardson on the wing. That 3 off the mark. For Boston, they've gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Wanamaker. Over Simmons. Wanamaker misses.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Simmons. Horford's got 4 this quarter.
I love it when Al Horford is challenging defenders to stay with him. Use your physicality, big man.
Walker's shot is off. The 76ers shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Boston. Kicks it to Tatum. On the wing, Williams. Top of the key, Wanamaker. Just 5 to shoot. Tatum, that's for 2. And Simmons with the rebound.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
And they double up Simmons. Inside. And that one's good. Bible.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Celtics shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Plays it up off the glass. Wanamaker's got 5.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Count it, good. Walker's got 8 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Well, the big expectations for the Celtics going into last season never translated to the success many thought they would have. The vast majority of experts predicted that the Celtics would be in the NBA Finals. They were unequivocally, I think, the most disappointing team in the league. They just couldn't put the pieces together.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Williams comes in for Tatum. That'll be a 5-second call. And Doris, the depth of talent for the Celtics, in the end, it was their undoing.
100% right, Kevin. Too many players were unhappy about their roles. Too many guys felt like they could be doing more and could never adjust. As a group, trying to stay upbeat and connected with that amount of talent proves something that Celtics were incapable of doing. It draws more attention to the Warriors' sustained success. Their ability to make all that talent work was impressive.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
For Boston, they've gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Here's Wanamaker, and it's blocked by O'Quinn.
Just such nice timing by O'Quinn on that block.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Kemba Walker. He's coming off an excellent season, 10th in scoring, and he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. First one falls for him. The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
And the Celtics looking to bounce back and make another deep playoff run.
And I think, Greg, they certainly have the talent to do it. This is a team that remains on the upswing. They have draft picks and assets. I think they are well positioned for the future.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Wanamaker. 6 points for him. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Well, we call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Now here's Brown. Burke covering. And here's Brown. From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. 76ers ahead, running away with it. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Williams. Green is out there with Edwards. Then there's Daniel Tice. And as Ojale in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Burke. Edwards defending. Passes it to Ennis. All right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner three, one of the most advantageous best shots in today's game, but because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And Boston called for the foul. And he makes the first. Burke gets them both.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track. Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Pass to Embiid. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the wing on the left. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 3. And Boston with the rebound.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Now, here's Green. Here's Ojale. Back to Green. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team. And what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct. The Celtics have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Williams kicks to Green. And the pass to Edwards. Back to Green. And Green slams it in.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Thibault after the basket by Boston. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Ojale. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Levine passes to Scott. Levine kicks to Burke. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now here's Edwards from 13. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. To the wing right side. Here's Embiid, and they double up Embiid. Burke, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest successful, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Six to shoot. Here's Edwards. Now Burke. Outside, Levine. To the inside. And they double up Embiid. Kick out to Levine. Back to Embiid. He feeds it to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
Well, we know Zach LaVine has got tremendous athleticism, but he's also got tremendous basketball skill and putting it to work here.
Pass to Williams. Of course, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Now, here's Green. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by Thibault. Thibault's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes to Burke. Here's Embiid. From outside, off the mark. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Now here's Edwards. Burke covering. Williams against Scott. Williams passes to Poirier. Good D by Embiid.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Pass to Thibault. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. No good on the free throw. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. The Celtics shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Ojale kicks to Edwards. To stop the drought. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
And the 76ers call time here. A lot of people look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And he's been the man running the show for them, and boy, has he done a great job. He's up in the double digits in assists, and more than a few of those have been of the spectacular variety. For them to be successful, his passing has to be a key component, and tonight it was on display.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. Now here's Ennis. In the corner, Simmons with it.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can, at times, be unstoppable.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Edwards with it. The pass to Poirier. Green up on top. And O'Quinn sends it back. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And Philadelphia making a change here. Richardson's checked in. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it will go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Now, here's Richardson. Pulls up from the corner. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Free throw good, Edwards. Both good from the line that time. 41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Green against Richardson. Pass to Korkmaz. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bolden. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Pass to Edwards. Here's the teardrop, and he recovers it. Ojoy passes to Williams. From deep, off target. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys do it as a 5-man unit on the floor. How did you come together for this win?
Just taking good shots on offense, trying to, getting stops on defense. We challenged every shot. Just played hard tonight.
Great effort and a big win, Al. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.